So you want to start your collections in the s.h.figuarts Dragon Ball line? Well, I made this video just for you, so stick around. Okay, before I begin, I must warn you that this s.h.figuarts Dragon Ball line is a never-ending rabbit hole. That's what I call, because once you get in, well, you are in for a long time. Because it's so many characters, which I'm going to break it down to you guys later. A little bit of history. The very first character, which is Piccolo, it was released way back in 2009. So it has been a decade for this line, and it has been going very strong even up to today. Okay, they are still releasing figures very frequently. The selections, the variation is getting wider and wider. Okay, we will get started with a lot of facts. Okay, so s.h.figuarts Dragon Ball facts starting right now. Okay, so these facts doesn't come from me. I actually do some research, and the very best way is toyarc.com. You can actually check it out. Yeah, they have a very nice listing of all the Dragon Ball, but unfortunately the list stopped in 2019, so there's no updates for 2020 or even for this year. I always go to toyarc to check out their Dragon Ball list because I think it's a very nice list, especially these pictures that you can see right now. Yeah, they actually put all the characters on it, and it's very nice. I do hope that they continue to maintain this list up to today. So then again, I tried to find more complete list, at least until this year, and I found this website that you can see right now. It is very complete. That is up to Super Saiyan 4 Goku from Dragon Ball GT. Yep, so these are the two websites which I gather all the information and I compile them together, and I see which of the list is more complete, and I come out to all these informations that I'm going to share with you guys. So the total figure that has been released by the s.h.figuarts on this line is a staggering 109 action figures so far. Okay, so it is crazy, so many. I didn't even know it has already surpassed the 100 figure. And of course, it also have 4 accessories that is released. The first one is being the Tamashii stage, okay, that you can see, and then also with the Tamashii stage with the metallic color, followed by the Bulma motorcycles, as well as the Goku eating scenes set. Okay, so plus these 4, so it's about 113 altogether. So for the next one, I'm going to break it down into different era of the Dragon Ball. As you know, we have Dragon Ball Z, we have Dragon Ball, we have Dragon Ball Super, and now we even go into Dragon Ball GT. So let's start off with Dragon Ball Z, okay, because majority of the figure that is being released is for the Dragon Ball Z. So there are about 65 of them is from the Dragon Ball Z saga, which is of course my favorite saga, as you can see on my shirt here. Okay, and then next one is for the Dragon Ball Super. There are about 19 figures from the Dragon Ball Super. And next one we have the Dragon Ball line, which is back to when Goku is still a kid. So there are about 12 of them altogether, not too bad. Okay, and then of course followed by the Dragon Ball GT, only one so far, which is for the Goku. Next, I will also break it down into which one of them actually comes from movies. Okay, so there are 3 movies so far that I noticed. One is the Restoration of Frieza. Okay, there are 2 figures from it, which is the Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Goku, as well as the Golden Frieza. Okay, so you might ask, what happened to Vegeta? Yes, there's actually a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Vegeta that actually comes out for this movie, but they actually label him as Dragon Ball Super instead of the Restoration of Frieza, which is why I parked him under the Dragon Ball Super saga. Okay, so the next movie is the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, which was out I think just a few years back. Okay, we have 5 figures that is coming out from this movie. First of all is of course the Broly full powered. Is this one, by the way. You can see that I'm still having it in the box. Okay, I have no place for him right now. The next one is Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Gogeta, as well as Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Vegeta, as well as Super Saiyan God, who come out with this name? Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Goku. Okay, as you can see. And of course the last one is the Broly base form. Okay, that you can see there. And the last one is of course the Cooler movie, which is just one figure, the Cooler final form, which is also one of my most anticipated figures of all time. The next one I will also break it into games, because there are 4 figures that actually comes from 2 games. Okay, the first game is the Xenoverse. Okay, so there's 2 figures from Xenoverse, which is Trunks, and the second one is the Time Patroller, which looks very much like Gohan. And the remaining 2 figures actually comes from this game called the Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Okay, the first one is Android 21, which is come from the game, not from the anime, as well as the Super Saiyan Goku clone. Okay, this is an event exclusive figures. Okay, so the next one I'm going to break them down into those figures that comes with Dragon Balls. Okay, the first one actually comes from the Dragon Ball Z Saga, which is for the Namekian Dragon Ball. Okay, so these 7 figures actually comes with a Namekian Dragon Ball each. The first one is Captain Ginyu. Okay, and then followed by the Kid Son Gohan, and we have Jai's Raccoon, the Frieza first form, which was just being released recently, Butter and Gaudo, as well as recently announced Bulma Journey to the planet Namek. So the next set will be the Small Earth Dragon Ball, which of course comes from the older days, which is the Dragon Ball line when Goku is still a kid. So there are 7 figures altogether, but this time there are 9, because 2 of them is actually event exclusive colors or something, basically just a repaint. So the first one is Kid Goku, and then followed by Master Roshi, Bulma, Kid Krillin, King Piccolo Daimon, as well as another Bulma, Avenger Begins, and lastly is Tao Pai Pai. Okay, so these 7 figure will have a Small Earth Dragon Ball each for you to collect. So the 2 events exclusive ones are the Kid Goku that you can see here, basically just a repaint, as well as the Bulma, which is also another repaint. And the third set of Dragon Ball, which is also the Earth Dragon Ball, but this time instead of being a translucent Dragon Ball, is slightly golden, to show that it's actually glowing when you have all 7 Dragon Balls together and you are calling out the Shenrong, it actually glows. So this is another new set that you need to collect 7 of it. So far it has not been completed yet, so there are only 3 figures that has been announced. The first one being the Jackie Chun, okay, and then the Kid Chi Chi, okay, which I have gotten as well, and the last one is Lunch, which has not been released yet. So only these 3, and there are 4 remaining figures to be released with the Dragon Ball, but they have not announced it yet. Do you know which characters actually have the most that is being released again and again and again and again? Yes, it is Goku. There are about 20 Goku that has been released. It's either a repaint or different forms of Super Saiyan mode. Wow, 20 Goku so far. So which is the second character which you think have the most being released? Well, of course, it's Vegeta. Okay, so I have counted there are about 9 Vegeta that has been released so far. And who is holding up the 3rd place? Of course, is none other than the son of Goku, Gohan. Okay, so far there are about 7 Gohan that has been released. Okay, so one last piece of information that I would like to share with you guys is, out of all the 109 characters, of course that includes the repaint, the event exclusive, those kind of things, but when I break it down into how many characters, different characters that has been released by the Tamashii Nation so far, okay, so like for example, we have Super Saiyan Goku, we have Super Saiyan 3 Goku, we have Super Saiyan 4 GT Goku. I counted that as one character, which is Goku. Okay, so there are about 43 characters that has been released so far. Okay, so there's a lot of characters. Like I said earlier, this line is interesting because there's a huge variations of characters that you can actually buy and collect from. So there you have it, all the breakdowns that I can think of for this 109 figures. So it's a very wide variations of action figures that you can see. We have a lot of from each and every one of the figures. So if you want to collect, maybe you can actually select one and then you just concentrate on that one, unless you are a completist that you wants to just buy everything. Okay, so there's always pros and cons in the collections, especially on this line because it's so huge. Okay, I'll start with the cons first. Of course, first thing is the money. Okay, so this line, like I say, is not cheap, especially if you want to buy the after sales market, because if I'm not wrong, I would say that about 80 to 90% of the figures that has been released in this line, the price have all increased so far. I have not seen one that is very cheap. Yeah, there are a few like the Super Saiyan Goku, which is the second figure that's been released. That one somehow is not very well liked. I think the price dropped quite a bit. Other than that, Goku Black, yeah, that one is very expensive now. Whis and Beerus, yeah, that too is also getting crazy. Right, 16, 17 and 18 is also very expensive now. Yeah, followed by Krillin. Krillin is also very expensive now. So if you were just starting now, I would say that you gotta have a lot of money to buy back all those that you have missed.
I'm talking about this.
So this is about the availability of the figure. Yeah, some are rather hard to find. Even at the checkout price, some figures are not really available for sales. I think Krillin will be one of it because it's really hard to find. So the third one, of course, is the space that you need to have. Like for my example, you can see my cabinet is really packed now with all the 68 figures. Well, I really can't put in any more new one unless I start to sell some. And the next one is of course the accessory that it comes with. Okay, so Dragon Ball line has always I would say quite generous because they give lots of hands, lots of interchangeable faces, maybe even some effects. I have over 6 to 7 boxes of this that you can see. I have all the figures, accessories inside, so you got to have a lot of these kind of things to store all the accessory. Wow, I think I gotta need more of this one to put more of my collections. And lastly is also related to the accessory, because I think some of you guys would just love to store the accessory in the box as it is. So my next question is, how do you deal with the box, right? Yeah, you still have to keep the box. For myself, I don't throw away my s.h.figuarts Dragon Ball boxes because I just keep them. Yeah, in case I want to sell them in the future, I think with the box is a lot better. So I keep all the Dragon Ball boxes, and this again consume lots of space. I'm not kidding, it's 68 figures, 68 boxes. Okay, it's really crazy. Okay, so enough of the bad things, let's talk about the pros. The s.h.figuarts line is still the best in the market in terms of the 1/12 scale action figures for the Dragon Ball. And the next one is, like I say, a wide range of characters. If you are big fans of Dragon Ball, this line really gives almost all of the characters so far. I'm not saying all, I would say about maybe 70 to 80% of the Dragon Ball universe characters, giving us lots of choices which one you want to get. And the next pros is of course the articulations. I think that this s.h.figuarts line of Dragon Ball has a wide range of articulations, so it's any pose that you want, it can be done. Yeah, so this is one of the pros as well. And I don't have to mention to you that how well the likeness is for this figure, because of the anime line are not the real humans, so they are easier to capture the likeness. So I would say so far for all the 68 figures I have, There is none that I think that I don't recognize who that is. Yeah, it is very accurate. It's like the the figure just pop out from the manga or the anime. Yeah, so the likeness is very well done. And the last one I think is in this line, maybe it's only this line. Yeah, they have lots of interesting faceplate that is given, especially for characters such as Bulma, Mr. Satan, even Tao Pai Pai, even Goku himself have some pretty interesting faces. Those expressions usually works very well. Even in photography, you want to recreate some funny scenes. This Dragon Ball line is very good in that. So I do hope that all this information are being very useful to you, just to open up your mind to see what you are getting into if you want to start this collection. So do give me a thumbs up if you find it interesting, and at the same time I would love to hear from you what's your thought about this entire line. I think is well worth to actually get into, but at the same time, like I say, it's a very deep rabbit hole. So don't put the blame on me if you kind of like, you know, keep spending and spending on this line. And I would like to remind you again, this line is not cheap at all. So if you like what you're watching so far, I hope you're subscribed to my channel and also click on the bell button so that you don't miss out any of my latest Dragon Ball review and even toy news. And while you're still around, I hope you check out my playlist at the top right corner. Also do browse around my channel. I have over 600 videos by now, and quite a number of it are related to Dragon Ball. And I'll see you in my next video. As always, take good care of yourself and thank you for watching. Bye.